Hey, what's going on, YT? It's your girl, TheLeaRae, and you're tuned into TheLeaRaeShow. So, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this Mexican Valentina hot sauce on these tacos. This is really good. I don't know that I've ever had this before, but I told Adrian that I wanted some Mexican hot sauce the other day, and he brought home this huge bottle, and it's good. It has really, really good flavor, but I'm thinking about bringing like a mukbang Monday to my channel. I mean, like, I think I've done it before, but I've never really done it. And I really miss doing mukbangs on this page. I mean, if you know anything about me, you know I have basically no YouTube piece because I'm like, do I need to make this a separate page? Do I need to, keep it all at one page? And my girl, Budget and D, she be speaking that sense into me. And she was like, look, you can't be contained in a box, okay? You just need to do you on your channel because you are just, you just are into a lot of things. So, that meat fell right there. I'm about to act like it didn't happen. And so you just need to do you on your channel because it seems like every time I've created a separate channel, I don't ever have peace over there. Like, my peace is here on TheLeaRaeShow. So I do have a mukbang channel and I do have a planner channel, but I don't know, for 2021, I think I'm gonna just bring it all back here and just work in one place. I don't know. But that might be the move. And these tacos are banging. Crazy story about these tacos, yo. How about Adrian and I were buying these tacos, right? These taco shells. And we were like, for the longest, we were like, these taco shells are hit or miss. Sometimes they're crunchy, sometimes they're chewy. Like, I'm gonna freaking go corporate on these freaking taco shells. Y'all, why I read the box, like, I'm talking about this has been months and months and months and months, because I used to just make my own taco shells. I would just make tostadas and get them, fry them flat, and we'll just eat those. But we had started like getting these or whatever. We was like, these chewy. Something ain't right. 1 week they good. I read the box one day, y'all. Why are you supposed to put these in the oven? Total game changer, bro. We wasn't cooking them, y'all. We was eating them chewy. 4 degrees in house. 4 degrees. 4. 2 bachelors, 2 masters. And we didn't know you were supposed to put the shells in the freaking oven. But y'all, anyway, I'm in a bit of a tragedy. I'm trying to be in the spirit. I got my Mickey Mouse shirt on. Well, it's a sweatshirt. It's oversized. It's a 2X. I think it's a 2X in men's. And I was looking for a 3X because I think I mentioned this before, but my girl here on the YT, I think it's only in Basil's world, but if you look up Joy Basil, you'll find her. She had got a rapping gangster. It was WRAPPING gangster, and had a picture of Santa Claus. She got it from Walmart, and it was a red sweatshirt. I think she said she got hers in a 3X, but I couldn't find any 3Xs, so I just went with the 2X. So I put it on because I washed it, because I was going through a tragedy since Tuesday and it needed to be washed. So I washed it. And I'm trying to get back into the spirit because, y'all, Tuesday, that was the last time I seen my phone. And I'm recording on my old phone, my iPhone 6. And when I lost was my, I think my 8 plus. Yeah. I'm like, did I have an 8 or 8 plus? Last time I've seen it was in his house, y'all. And basically, I guess I could use a fork, but I'm not going to. We had a half day for work. And we came back to the house. We went and got some food from this place called Diablo's, which was trash, but that's another story. And we came back to the house and we was just chilling, sitting around watching videos. Well, I was. Adrian was watching TV. And I straightened up the bedroom. So, like, we was just, like, around the house. Khaleesi was still at school. So, it was, like, 3 o'clock. Or maybe, like, 2:45. And I went in the living room with Adrian because I was back here the whole time. So, I went in the living room with Adrian. And I was watching. What was I watching? I know I was watching Basil. I was watching like her one of her latest videos where her daughter was talking about the colleges that she got accepted into, and but I had took a pause from that video, and I went to some video that she was. I forgot what it was, but anyway, in the video, it was like Day in the Life of a Teacher or a Real Monday or something. I forgot what it was. And she was just going through like a typical, like a real day of a teacher, right? And oh my gosh, I was like, excuse me, I was like, oh my gosh, I can relate, because don't let these YouTube teachers fool you, make it seem like everything is all good and we're just so organized. Nah, that ain't the real life. Because I seen the real life. I've been seeing the real life of a teacher ever since 2008 when I became one. Boop. And I done seen it all. Even the most organized teacher be flustered on days. And it's really the women. You know, guys are pretty chill. But and if the guys do be flustered, they don't be letting you see them sweat. So, but I've seen guys come in earlier in the morning making them copies last minute and stuff like that. So it'd be like that like every day. Ouch. But so in that video she had mentioned this app called Pear Deck. And I went on a tangent because I had never heard of that. And she was talking about how she could put her Google Slides in a Pear Deck. Oh. I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's dope. So I went to like another video and watched this other chick's like tutorial. Just kind of skimmed through it to get the general gist. And, well, gist is general, to get the gist. And I got the gist and I came back. And I was sitting in the recliner with Adrian was sitting on the couch. And I had my phone in my hand. And I was like, yo, this Pear Deck is dope. So I started telling him about Pear Deck. He was like, whoa. You nerding out on that teacher stuff. Adrian's a teacher too, y'all. I was like, what you talking about? He said, you know, I don't be nerding out on teacher stuff like that. I was like, I'm not nerding out. So we went on, we had that conversation, right? So he was picking with me or whatever. So I remember getting up, walking down the hallway, and I was like, I'm not nerding out, but I'm probably going to make a Pear Deck. And he busted out laughing. I went to the back. This is the back. Adrian said I was back here probably like 10 minutes. I remember watching the rest of the video where Joy's daughter was saying what college she got into, and I was going to comment on the video. because they was like, you know, like, what would you do? Would you go to this school because yada, yada, yada? Would you go to a smaller school because yada, yada, yada? And I remember starting to comment, and then I deleted my comment because while I do have advice about what I think the best choice is, you know, people got to do what people got to do, you know? At the end of the day, I think Joy was low-key giving her daughter the best advice, which was, go where the money at, boo. Go where the money at. They're trying to give you a scholarship, go where the money is, period. I just found somebody's comment in the comment section that was like what I would have said, and I just liked it. So, I'm out of order. I'm out of order. I forgot, because when I was sitting on the couch before I had got up, I had commented on the video about Pear Deck, and I was like, I never heard of that before. I'll tell you why that's significant. Then I went back, watched the rest of the video. Then I walked to the front. Adrian was like, are you ready to go? Because we needed to go get Khaleesi, because we usually pick up around 4 o'clock. Excuse me. So I was like, yeah, let me make an H2 orange. Basically, it's water with a splash of orange juice. So then this is where the details get murky. So I go and I make my H2 orange. This is what I remember. I remember going to the table. The table is right by the door. Like, the kitchen table is right by the door. I remember putting stuff into my purse. I think like my charger or something was hanging out. I remember Adrian coming from my right side, reaching for the keys on the key hood and opening the door. In that moment, I said, I don't even have my phone. Adrian said, oh, you don't need it. I was like, you're right, because I was thinking we just want to pick her up and come right back. So I was like, you're right. So then I don't need these. I have my AirHogs in my ear. AirHogs are bootleg AirPods. I had my AirHogs in my ear. So I said, well, when he said that, I was like, then I don't need these. So I took them out and I put them in the case. And I put the case in my purse. Then he was opening the door. So I stepped out the door after that. Monty was by the door. Monty's my dog. I was like, come on, Monty. So Monty came out. Walked up to the truck. This is what I always do, okay? When I need to put stuff in the back of the truck. So I opened the back door for Monty. Monty can't hop up there. So I took my H2 orange, and Adrian has a pickup truck. I set it on the ledge of the cab. This is what I do every single day. If I have coffee, if I have my phone, whatever, I need to load stuff, I set stuff on the edge of the cab. Set my cup on the edge of the cab. Don't remember having my phone at all. I picked Monty up. I put Monty on top of Adrian's gym bag in the back seat. I close the door. I got my purse on my shoulder. I close the door, and I get my H2 orange, and then I go get into the front of the truck. That's the last time I seen my phone, yo. Came home, could not find my mother flipping home my phone, so I had to backtrack all my steps. To the point where I went on Joy's video to see when I commented. When I commented was the last time I saw my phone. Okay? So after looking for my phone for a while, like looking through every nook and cranny, I do find my iPhone. Find my iPhone saying, my phone is literally around the corner. It ain't at nobody's house. It says it's in the woods. We looking for the phone. We looking for the phone. We looking for the phone. Can't find the phone. I don't even get a good night's sleep that night. Next day, phone still saying, find my iPhone still saying, last location of my phone is literally around the corner. Matter of fact, it's like around the corner, right at the intersection of where we turn to go down the street to go get Khaleesi. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. So find my iPhone for like a second time. My old cell phone, this cell phone, reads across town. My Apple Watch reads here, and that phone reads around the corner. And then I see my phone, the dot from my phone, come from across town and then come to my house. So I was like, yo, my real phone it had to have pinged weird because I just watched this phone ping weird. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not going crazy. I know I didn't take the phone at the house, but I showed Adrian that. Adrian was like, he was convinced I didn't take the phone out of the house either. But then when he saw Apple and the receipts that Apple had, he was like, I think that phone up the street in the woods. Y'all, we went out there twice, 2 different times that day. And looked, it's not even the woods, it's like a grassy area. Like legit, we saw all kinds of stuff. We saw liquor bottles, we saw papers, we saw balls. Because you could see, you get what I'm saying? We didn't see no phone. And ain't nobody, and if somebody got that phone, y'all, they'd have been plugged it up. Ain't nobody plugged it up. It ain't connected to no Wi-Fi. All I needed to do is be plugged up and power on so it could ping off. It pings off Wi-Fi, GPS, and through apps. All I need to do is ping one time if somebody got it so I could show up to their house. But it hasn't been turned on. It said now because it hasn't hit a location in 24 hours, it's saying offline. I was so upset, y'all. Waterworks. Because you know how you got these pet peeves? You know how it's like things that you hate to do? I hate losing things. I was just talking to my cousin earlier about how the fact that I lost my graduation ring that I bought with my own money when I graduated from college that did not look like a graduation ring. It looked like a regular ring with diamonds. It had a pink stone on it. It was engraved. I think it had my name on it. It had my degree engraved in it. I dropped 600 beans on it, lost the ring. Still haunts me to this day. It was sentimental. It was like the only sentimental ring I had up until the rings that Adrian started getting me. Well, I did have a ring that was sentimental to me when I had gotten engaged the first time. Yeah. But I don't think I gave that back. So, and it ain't mean nothing when I gave it back. But yeah. Oh, and I had a fake ring that I had back in like 2007. Damn. This was when I was still in New Jersey. The guy I was dating. We, for some reason, decided that I was going to get a fake ring. Not like, let's go get a fake ring. Like, we was in the store, and I was like, yo, I should get this. I was like, yo, people don't think we engaged if I get this. He was like, get it. Let's see what they say. So I got the ring. People was curious. They used to ask me about that ring all the time. 100% fake. But I don't know, it did mean something to me. I got it from Walmart. You know how Walmart, you can go get them fake rings that look like engagement rings? That's what I had. Well, anyway. Adrian and I tore this bedroom apart. We flipped the couches over in the living room. Nowhere to be found. So we started like going through all these different type of scenarios. Like, maybe it was on the back of the cab. You ain't know. I said, I ain't never put my phone on the back of the cab with other stuff. I didn't put it up there with coffee and all this kind of stuff. Never have I ever forgot it. It's like, maybe you did. And then it flew off into the woods and now we can't find it when we turned. I'm like, bro, we made 2 turns before we made a turn to go down the street to go get Khaleesi. We turned out of the driveway, and you know how it is when you're in a pickup truck and you go out of a driveway. You be rocking around like this, okay? Then at the end of our street, it's like messed up there. So when you go over it, like the truck be going like this. You telling me that phone didn't fly off? It didn't fly off till we got all the way up the road to the other end. Bro, that phone would have been hit the ground. It would have hit the ground when we came out of the freaking driveway. I'm not believing it. And then he was like, well, maybe it was back there and then it slid in between the cab and in between like the back and, you know, like the cab and the front of the car. And because like there's stuff in between there that's holding the car all together, but then you could see to the ground. So it's like maybe it fell in between there, and then as we were driving, it slipped out. But it last pinged at that intersection. I said, I don't know. We going through all kind of scenarios, just like we going around this house looking at places that we know the phone ain't. I think the phone is in the house, y'all. And that was the first thing that Adrian said. He was like, you know how you be walking around absent-mindedly sometimes, and you probably like stuck it in a weird place, and it's probably hiding in plain sight, and we just don't know it. That's what I think happened. But I only got a couple more days, y'all. If this phone don't turn up in a couple more days, I'm going to upgrade. I'm just going ahead and drop that $650 on that iPhone 11. I was looking at the 12, but I wasn't really beat. But I'm going to just go ahead and get that iPhone 11. And I think I got some insurance through Sprint or whatever like that, where I could put in a claim for a missing phone. But I don't want an 8 no more. I don't want an 8 no more. If I can't have the 8 that I have, I'm going up a notch. But it kind of ticks me off because my colleague had asked somebody at the board if we were going to be getting bonuses this year. And when I tell you, they wrote a whole, whoever she talked to wrote a whole dissertation about how we weren't getting bonuses, how they spent $500 securing subs for us, like permanent, to secure 32 permanent subs just in case we were out due to the vid, all this stuff. I mean, it was a whole dissertation. Only for the superintendent to come back 2 days later, go live on Facebook and be like, surprise! I've been keeping this information from everybody, but y'all getting $500 bonuses. So I was like, woo, woo. But now I'm going to have to kill it on a new phone. Bruh, it has ruined my spirit. Like, it was already hard trying to find the Christmas spirit this year because nobody was in. There was one lady on our wing in the virtual pod, excuse me, not pod, but on the virtual wing. They want us to call it the virtual wing. I call it the bottom. I call it the basement. I call it the subway. I call it everything but the virtual wing. But for the sake of this conversation, because it's in the basement and literally nobody comes down here. But it's one lady who's been giving us like, she's the language arts teacher. She's been giving us like stockings and little gifts and all this kind of stuff. And she put up a Christmas tree, and it's the bomb. It's a white Christmas tree. And she has all these like colorful birds and colorful like the turquoise and the purples, like that vibe ornaments. It's just beautiful. She do have it in like a Lowe's bucket, but I mean that's kind of killing my vibe right there. Listen, she really trying to get into the Christmas spirit, and it's just not in the air. And the job was trying to, I participated with Secret Santa. If you don't know, make sure you go check out that video because I uploaded that. I participated with Secret Santa. I participated in the ugly sweater competition, but they said my sweater was cute. But even though I lost because these other ugly sweaters with a bomb.com. But anyway, like I've been trying. I went really, really festive to work on the last day. I had my sweater. I had my Christmas socks, but I literally don't feel it. And then when I lost my phone, that was the final straw. I'm like not even. I'm like excited about getting up tomorrow because today's Christmas Eve. Getting up tomorrow and opening presents up. Because Adrian and I, like years ago, we agreed that we have like a spending limit, and we do stocking stuffers, and Khaleesi has some gifts under there, and that's gonna be fun. And I'm making our holiday drink, and I'm probably going to bake a pecan pie today because I still have some leftover pecans. But other than that, I'm not really feeling it. I just want my phone back. Like, my phone got pictures on it, and I mean, thank God for iCloud and stuff like that, but I just want my phone back because when I see that phone, I see $700. That's what I see. I see $700 just gone. Just gone. Because I don't do payment plans with phones. I buy my phone. Because I don't ever plan on getting another one unless the one I have stopped working. And the only reason why I did this is because this iPhone 6 wasn't working no more for me. And like something goes across the screen with my iPhone 6. I don't know what happened. I think I dropped it or something like that. But it still works. But it didn't fit my needs with my recording and everything like that. And the iPhone 8, it just was an upgrade. And since I do everything from that, I just need it back. I just need it back. And that will just bring my holiday spirit back, I think. But I'm just right now trying to find ways to be grateful. Grateful that I got a $500 bonus that I could go get another phone. Grateful that we are healthy. Grateful that we do have presents under the Christmas tree. Grateful that I'm here with my family. Grateful for the relationships that I have with people. But I'm sad. I'm sad about my phone. And like I said, it's a pet peeve of mine. And it hurts. Like, I can't explain it, but it really bothers my spirit. I remember when Adrian, a few years ago, he had a tablet, and his tablet fell out the car and it cracked the screen immediately. I start crying because I know he really, really, really liked that tablet, and he just went out and bought another one because that's Adrian. I said, Adrian, you wouldn't be mad if you lost your phone? Adrian said, nah, not for real, because I already would have had a new phone today. Like, if I lost my phone and I knew that it was lost, the next day I would have went and got a phone because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be irritated, nothing. So that's how he is. And then he was like, just like a few weeks ago, or what was like a couple months ago, he was like, remember when I dropped my phone in that dishwater? He was like, I was prepared if that phone did not come on that day that I was going to go to the store and get a new phone. But I convinced him not to. I was like, no, 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 because our phones are water resistant up to so-and-so meters. But see, I never knew what the process was when you do drop your phone. You have to let it dry out. It dries itself out. So it took like 2 days for his phone to dry out. But once I was like, look, I put it on my side of the bed. I was watching it. I was powering it on. And he was surprised the next day. He was like, oh, it came on. I was like, yeah, I was going to tell you that because you just got to wait. So then I think by the next day, his phone was working back to normal. And I was glad he didn't go out and get another phone. But when I tell you he was prepared, to get another phone, he was. But I'm not like that. I'm like, I can't handle stuff being lost and I don't know where it is. Like that's the definition of lost. I know that, but it bothers my soul. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that haunts me. So, but I'm not going to be haunted forever. Either this phone going to turn up in the next couple of days, or Apple is going to be overnighting me a phone, because that's how Apple do. They send your stuff immediately. So, anyway, y'all, I just had to come on here and get it off my chest, y'all. But them tacos was banging, and I'm done. And I can hear this baby in the background because I put the little baby monitor outside of the door that Adrian was working in the guest room because I was trying to do this mukbang. So I was like, if she start talking, then he'll hear. So I set him up. But y'all, let me know how y'all enjoy this mukbang. Should I bring mukbang Mondays back to my channel? Let me know. Or mukbangs, period. I don't know if it's just going to be like only a mukbang Monday. Also, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think happened to my phone? Where do you think my phone is? Y'all let me know. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.